Okay, in this latest Justice League clip, we have Batman meeting Flash for the first time. In my last Batman clip, I erroneously thought at first that that was a clip of their first meeting, but I think this one is. The other one I did was them in the tunnel, I think before that tunnel fight scene, that I think is going to be one of the big like action scenes in the movie of Justice League. This one is, I think, that one where, in other trailers, they said, it's Barry Allen coming into his apartment or whatever and finding Bruce Wayne in his second favorite chair or whatever. I think this is more of that. But let's check it out.
I know you have abilities. I just don't know what they are.
My special skills include Viola, web design, fluent in sign language, gorilla sign language.
Silicon-based quartz sand fabric, abrasion resistant, heat resistant.
Yeah, I do competitive ice dancing.
It's what they use on the space shuttle to prevent it from burning up on re-entry.
I do very competitive ice dancing. Whoever you're looking for, it's not. You're the Batman?
So you're fast.
That feels like an oversimplification.
I'm putting together a team. People with special abilities. You see, I believe enemies are coming.
Stop right there. I'm in.
You are?
Yeah, I need friends.
That was cool. Short but sweet. There were like two things. Well, there are multiple things I like about it, but there's two things that stand out the most. I liked in the beginning, we see this in the beginning of the clip, where Batman's talking about the technical aspects of Barry Allen's suit, his Flash suit. I liked hearing them talk about the technology and the science involved. And I think that it says a lot. And we also get a lot about Barry's skills and what kind of person he is. I know Viola, web design. We're getting to see what kind of nerd he is, right? Not just a CSI science nerd, or maybe he won't even be a CSI in the movie universe. As opposed to in the comic books and in the Flash TV show right now, we know that Barry's more of like a chemist, science kind of nerd, the kind of person who becomes a forensics expert. Whereas this one, it seems like he's more into like computers and, that kind of technology and, maybe like physics or astrophysics or whatever. I mean, I'm not a science person, so I could be describing all of these scientific classifications and things wrong. But, he designs a suit that it's the same thing they use on like spaceships or space shuttles or whatever. The Flash in the TV show, the Barry Allen Grant Gustin TV show, I don't think he has that kind of brain. Like, he needs people like Cisco and Caitlin and Professor Wells and stuff to help him design stuff like that. And Felicity Smoke. They're the ones who are more that kind of nerd. But in this DC movie universe, it seems like Barry Allen has more of that going on. And I don't know, I might have missed it. He might have said when he was running off his skills to Bruce Wayne, listing them, he had skills that were, with biochemistry and stuff too. But, I don't know. It might seem they're going with a different direction. Like this Flash might be more like, aerospace and physics, whereas the TV show Flash is more like chemistry and stuff like that, which I think is a cool way to differentiate them. Again, I'm not a science person, so I could be like completely wrong about all that. And I also, when I watch a clip for the first time, you miss stuff. I might be like paraphrasing or remembering incorrectly, some of the stuff that Barry Allen and Bruce Wayne were talking about in this exchange. I like that. The second thing that I like the most about that in this clip is, of course, we get to see again that beautiful blue lightning energy like effect thing here. I love that. I think that's beautiful and elegant the way they pull it off here, and I think that that's just one of the things that's going to make the Flash a delight to see. Ezra Miller's performance, and I'm sure the writing and directing for him will be great, but I just love that. Like the blue energy, like Flash lightning, is like beautiful icing on the cake. I mean, that has nothing to do with Ezra Miller. It'll be an added benefit, but I'm a very visual person, so I just love that. And I think most people are. I mean, movies are a visual medium anyway. So, I mean, that's why they, have visual effects in movies, and they try to make them look really good. And I just think that's just beautiful and elegant. I also like lens flares and stuff. That's why I like one of the reasons, I guess, why I like J.J. Abrams. So I don't know, maybe that's just a me thing, but I just love looking at the blue lightning flash effects, and I think that it's just beautiful to look at. And seeing this scene without the every other time we've seen this scene, I think it's been in like, longer or the earlier Justice League trailers when there's been, trailer music. Here, we just get to hear like the sound effects and the sound, I think, from the actual movie itself. And so we get to hear the sound effects. Like I think when Barry caught the Batarang in midair, there was like some sound effect of him catching it. And I think there were other like ambient, environmental kind of sounds in here that, emphasized and highlighted. They just added to the whole like panache, I guess, of the whole scene. And you don't get to hear all that when you hear, trailer music, because that usually replaces all that. As it should, because the point of a trailer, that's a different animal than an actual movie. It's edited and scored differently than an actual movie is. For obvious reasons. The goal of a trailer is different than the goal of the actual complete movie or TV show. And I think seeing a clip from the actual movie itself, with all of the sound effects that they put in there to make that scene more, cooler, just more of a complete scene, it just made it that much more interesting to me. And I'm going to like hearing this. I think it's cool, when you have a universe, just like, and it's the same with Marvel too, or any kind of fantastical universe, you have people who are basically like living gods because of all the powers they have. I think it's cool to just see what they're like in their day-to-day lives and, their more mundane interactions. The Flash is one of the most powerful superheroes in DC, and I think in superhero comics in general because he moves so quick. So it's nice to talk about him, to see him talking about quote-unquote regular stuff. He's web design. He lives in an apartment with, all this weird stuff in it. Although I don't think most normal people have that kind of like computer array in their apartment, but whatever. And, we get to see him, just him talking about his life and his skills. And I just like that. And it's the same with Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne comes in his apartment or whatever. He enters in there as, he has on this business suit and stuff. He's not dressed up as Batman. So it's just going to be cool to see all these people, as much as we'll see them they're talking about regular mundane stuff. I don't think we're going to see too much of that because Justice League I think this is going to be a big action movie. So the scenes of them in regular clothes talking about regular stuff, that's not going to be in there too much. But I think that when it is in there, it'll be cool to see, at least for me. I definitely want all the big action and stuff, but I like seeing stuff like this too. And the amounts that are appropriate, I guess I'll say. You wouldn't want the whole movie to be Bruce Wayne and Barry Allen talking in his apartment. But there you go. I like this one. This is a standout one for me. You can probably tell because I had so much to say about it. But of course, I will be doing probably a few more clips like these and others on this channel. So please like and subscribe if you want to see all those. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.